Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homeridge Studio. Today's my very first Christmas video. Yay! I love Christmas and I love the holidays. I will be making one thing today, and it is a topiary, and this is what it looks like. These are the pieces that you will need, or I should say the items. This tin, and all these pieces, by the way, are from the Dollar Tree except for the paint. So one tin, and then 4 of those wall tile pieces, a foam block, and by the way, if you're going to be making 2 like I am, but I'm not doing it on this video, you're going to obviously need 2 of everything. I have the foam green ring, and I have the garland. I have the very long skewers. I have some white spray paint. I have this sparkling glitter spray paint. I don't think it's spray paint, it's a spray glitter in silver. I have a Waverly white chalk paint and a Waverly antique wax and this little sponge dabber. I also have some berry garland from the Dollar Tree Plus. That was $3. I really like that garland, by the way. I have some lights, the fairy lights, or you have the plug-in ones. There's just different colors of white or different shades of white, I guess. And then I love this. It's $5.99. Couldn't help myself. Got it from Home Goods, but it's a gingerbread ribbon. It is beautiful. And so we're going to assemble the bottom. So you need 4 of these, so 1 for each side. And I want the round piece that's in the middle of the tile to be in the middle of the tin. So I kind of eyeballed it, and now I'm taking a little blade and I'm just cutting around it to remove the excess tile. And do that to all 4 sides. And then the top and the bottom both have kind of like a little edge, and so I trimmed off the excess paper from the top and the bottom edge, and then I sanded it all down, and I did that to all 4 sides. Now just take that and place it back on the package, and we can use that for maybe another Christmas DIY. I don't know, we'll see, but I kind of save everything. So now, after we're done with that, we're just going to take this little dabber sponge and we're just going to dab on the white chalk paint. And as that is drying, we're going to take these skewers and we're going to measure. So a good, 5 or 6 inches here are going to be down in the container. So how tall do you want to make the topiary? That's where you're going to cut it. So if you want it to be, 12 inches tall, you're going to add on the length of the container. I hope that makes sense. And then I took my miter shears and I cut 2 of them because, like I said, I'm making 2 of them, and I just did this together. And now I'm just staining it with the antique wax. Couple really good coats. And hey, if you're a subscriber, I just don't even know what to say. You guys are wonderful. You're amazing. My channel is growing like crazy, and I appreciate you. So thank you. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. If you like what you see, I do a lot of this budget-friendly pieces using mostly Dollar Tree stuff and some other inexpensive pieces, and I do thrift flips. Just watch, a couple of my videos, and if you like it, do me a favor, subscribe. It's totally free. It helps me out, and I would really appreciate it. Anyway, so now while the skewers are drying, we're just taking the foam here and we're just wrapping the garland around it. And this garland is wired. And it took 1 whole garland, and I didn't have to hot glue it on there because it's wired, and I just twisted the 2 ends together. Now you can make it fuller and add a little bit more, but I didn't need to. I didn't think it was necessary. And I sprayed that with white spray paint, and then that is sitting outside on my porch drying. And now this tin is dry, and I am now just kind of distressing it pretty heavily with this gold metallic paint. And I was going to go in a different direction. I was going to just do silver and gold. That's kind of what I really wanted, but I really wanted to use that gingerbread ribbon, and the silver and gold didn't, I don't know, it just didn't look right with it. So I decided to do something else. And so I put a lot of gold on that. If I had gold ribbon here, like I'm showing you, I would have used that. I didn't. I just had the silver stuff, but it looks nice too. And the ends, the corners were pretty rough with the, you know, the metal and the paper. So I wanted to hide that. And so I just ran it down all four corners, about 2 inches up on top, so I could glue it on the inside of the tin piece. And that's what it looks like when it's done. And now we're going to take this styrofoam piece, and I thought I could get away with just sticking it in there and putting the skewer in the wreath and then putting it down in there, but it was very wobbly because it wasn't touching the bottom, so I had to cut it and packed it in there pretty good. I put the whole thing in there, and I added the little wedges on the side too, just so it could be, or it would be more stable, I guess, as I'm trying to say, because it was very wobbly. And now that I hot glued it all down in there, because this thing's pretty tall actually, it worked. And then I added a whole bunch of hot glue in there. And now I have some rocks from the Dollar Tree. These I had, I'm glad I had them because it was very wobbly, because it was top heavy. Now I have another garland here, and this is wired also, and I'm just wrapping it around to hide those rocks there. And when I'm done with that, I did spray paint that white also, and threw some of the little glitter on it also, the spray glitter. And now this garland, which is beautiful, I love it. It's so pretty. I'm just going to wrap this garland around just a few times, I think 4 or 5 times. I took some floral wire and I wired it in onto the back, wrapped it around, and that's it. You'll see it. It was so big I couldn't get it in camera. And now I'm just making a simple bow. I just wrapped it over 3 times on itself. And because this bow is the gingerbread, is sideways, not the gingerbread, the ginger people are sideways, I'm going to show you what I did. So the top piece of the bow is separate, and then I clipped off 2 or cut off 2 tails separate from that to determine how long you wanted. I think it was like 8 or 10 inches. And then instead of dovetailing it, I actually made it into a point at the end. And see how the gingerbread, I put them down and I had to cut them separate so you could see them and one wasn't upside down. I hope that makes sense. But I couldn't figure out how to do the ribbon without just kind of cutting it all and hot gluing it and then zip tying it, and it worked out, but I had to piece it all together. And now I'm just fluffing it out a little bit here. And then I scrunched it in the middle and I put an extra little berry on it. And this is what it looks like. And I'll show you up close now. I really, really love this piece. I'm very happy with the way that it turned out. And I spray painted the skewer with some sparkly glitter also, just to make it look like it's snowy and frosty, and I threw some berries on top of that. And there you have it. Thank you for watching Homeridge Studio. You have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.